So, what's up, guys? While it pains me to make this video, Kaiju number 8 has officially released its final chapter last week, July 17th. Goddamn. And as I upload this, I can't lie. I'm extremely sad that it's over. In my opinion, the story had so much more left to explore. Like how other countries deal with kaiju. But what did we get? It was something special, even with my gripes about the ending. And I feel like there could have been more explored with certain characters, Reno and Hoshina and Captain Ashiro. This story that resonated with anyone who's ever put a dream on hold, especially if you're in your mid 20s to early 30s and older. Kafka's age, his journey, his setbacks, all of it felt real for readers like me who grew up on Jump titles and still ride with them today. Pause. Kaiju number 8 debuted on July 3rd, 2020. We're introduced to Hibino Kafka, a man stuck in mediocrity. His dream of joining the defense force is long behind him until Reno comes into his life and reignites that spark. Kafka becomes Reno's hero, and then he literally becomes Kaiju number 8. From saving a mother and daughter from a kaiju to rediscovering his purpose, Kafka's hero journey kicks off in a big way. His rivalries, friendships, and purpose. Upon joining the defense force, Kafka meets Kikoru Shinomiya, the elite daughter of the director. They develop a big brother, little sister bond that gives the story warmth and edge. Meanwhile, the first major threat appears, Kaiju number 9. He wrecks Kikoru with his Shigan, shout out to One Piece, finger gun, and brings dead Kaiju back stronger than before. Mind you, that boy Sung Jin Woo, arise. As the Hanju prepares to finish off Kikoru, Kafka steps in without hesitation. He reveals his secret, transforming into Kaiju number 8 to save her. Hoshina's trust and Kafka's rise. Vice Captain Hoshina, easily one of the best characters, in my opinion, studies Kafka's power and realizes he may be one of the strongest Daikaiju ever recorded. Obviously, he doesn't know that Kafka is Kaiju number 8 at this point. Despite failing the practical exam, Hoshina vouches for Kafka, allowing him to join the defense force as a cadet. Within just 2 months, Kafka, Reno, and Kikoru all show notable growth. Kafka's knowledge from kaiju cleanup becomes an invaluable asset. On the field, especially when Kaiju number 9 disguises himself and ambushes Reno and Iharu, Kafka shows up just in time and knocks number 9's head clean off. Literally punches his head off. Kafka versus Hoshina. Power versus restraint. After escaping, Kafka comes face to face with Hoshina, who lands a near fatal blow in a test of trust. Kafka doesn't retaliate. He knows Hoshina's loyalty, and Hoshina begins to believe in Kafka's control. Kafka is formally instated as a Defense Force officer by Captain Mina Ashiro, who still remembers his promise, so that they fight side by side together. Later that night, Kafka catches Hoshina visualizing their fight in training, a quiet moment that shows how deeply Hoshina cares about eliminating Kaiju number 8. The invasion of Tachikawa Base and Kaiju number 10. Kafka notices wyvern-type kaiju who normally operate solo, suddenly grouping together. That means one thing. Kaiju number 10 is leading them. With Captain Ashiro absent, number 10 sets his sights on Vice Captain Oshina and declares him a worthy opponent. Meanwhile, Kikoru gets a custom numbers weapon, reserved only for captain level soldiers. But with the third highest suit compatibility percentage in the division, she more than earns it or deserves it. She annihilates the enemy kaiju while Hoshina faces off against number 10, who raises his fortitude to a whopping 9.0, evolving into a Dai kaiju. Not to say he wasn't one before. It's too much. Hoshina starts losing ground. I'm not going to get too deep into this Hoshina versus number 10 because that's in my Hoshina video that I posted already. Just when it seems over, Captain Ashiro returns, firing her kaiju bazooka, revealing her 96% suit utilization. But the real threat is still looming. The kaiju bomb and Kafka's revelation. Kaiju number 10 lets out a death scream, triggering a kaiju bomb meant to wipe out all of Tachikawa base. Kafka doesn't hesitate. He apologizes to Hoshina and reveals his true identity once again, but this time to all of the third division. With a stance reminiscent of Gon's Jaja Ken, Kafka leaps into the sky and punches the bomb into the atmosphere, saving everyone except for the birds, of course. But Ashiro doesn't hesitate either. She pulls out the gat on him, and Kafka is taken into custody. Kafka versus Isao Shinomiya, the Director General. General Director Isao Shinomiya takes Kafka into custody under the First Division. Despite Kikoru personally pleading for Kafka's life, Isao was cold and calculating, immediately attacking Kafka and collecting a sample of his blood. With Kaiju number 2's gauntlets forged from one of the strongest Dai Kaiju, Isao proves he's still a monster on the battlefield. Mind you, he's retired and he sits in an office all day. Kafka loses control. The instinct to fight overwhelms him, and in a desperate attempt to stop himself from killing Isao, he impales his own chest. Impressed by Kafka's will, Isao spares him, not out of mercy, but strategy. With fewer than 30 officers capable of handling Dai Kaiju threats, Kafka is now a necessary weapon. Isao tells Kafka, "You're a kaiju, so prove yourself useful enough to live." Now, some of my favorite moments in Kaiju number 8, we'll say the first half because I don't want to spoil anything for season 2. Hoshina versus Kaiju number 10. Cinematic, brutal, and tactical. Kafka versus the Director General Isao. Heavy symbolism and internal conflict. That pacing, especially in the anime, 12 episodes in the anime, was the perfect call. I'm telling you, it was amazing. The final thoughts, honestly, no complaints, no constructive criticism aside from, I want to see more about the world of Kaiju number 8, what other countries do and how they deal with their kaiju. More on Reno, a little more on Kikoru, Hoshina, and Captain Ashiro, but I'm still happy Kaiju number 8 ended on Naoya Matsumoto's terms. From start to finish, Kaiju number 8 was immaculate. This story means so much to anyone who's ever put their dream on hold. Kafka's journey proves that even when the odds are stacked against you, with time, consistency, and heart, you can reach that version of yourself you always imagined. I'm so hyped for season 2, even though we got like a slice of life Not really canon. I believe the episode that just aired was from the novel. And, and for everyone out there, if you've ever had a dream that still lingers in the back of your mind, now's the time to chase it. Let me know in the comments. Did Kaiju number 8 reinvigorate a dream for you? Did any manga or anime help you take that first step towards your dream? If you like this video, check out my other Kaiju number 8 breakdowns on Vice Captain Hoshina and Hibino Kafka himself, and explore the plentiful manga content I cover on the channel. Dream big, stay consistent, punch through those limits, just like Kafka. We ain't done yet.